Good morning. At 11 o'clock yesterday morning, I stopped in Salisbury just for a couple of minutes and reflected on the sacrifices that so many made during the world wars of the 20th century and also on the numerous skirmishes Britain has been involved in since that time. My father was born in 1917. His father was a merchant navy engineer, and along with two of his siblings, who also followed in their father's footsteps, they joined the merchant navy, though my father preferred the upper deck to the engine room. I can only ever remember him telling me three things about the Second World War, during which he served as a deck officer aboard tankers in the Battle of the Atlantic. Number one, he was a merchant navy naval gunnery officer on a ship equipped with very few weapons. Secondly, that they used to fire grenades out of steam pipes at low-flying aircraft. And thirdly, his father and brother were both torpedoed. Their ship sank, but miraculously they were independently rescued, only to meet each other by chance in a New York hotel where they'd been billeted until being repatriated to the UK. As I stood quietly in Salisbury for the 2 minutes of silence, I thought about how differently things might have turned out. Put simply, I might never have been born. I am, of course, grateful to God for preserving my father's life and also for giving me the opportunity to live and also to come to know Jesus Christ as Lord, Saviour, friend, counselor, to know his wisdom, his righteousness, to know him as my Redeemer, and much more. Now, my mother would likely have married another man if my father had been killed during the war, though at that point in time they hadn't even met each other. Had that happened, potentially only half of me might have been born. How so, you may ask? I recently wrote about Watson and Crick, the two Cambridge scientists who, in 1953, discovered the structure of DNA. However, it wasn't until 1984 that a geneticist at the University of Leicester perfected a technique to profile individuals by their unique DNA. You see, at the moment of conception, two incomplete sets of genetic instructions join to form a complete and brand new instruction book. That book contains all the information, eye color, height tendencies, blood type, even aspects of personality, wrapped up in a microscopic package smaller than a pinhead. Wow, we are defined at conception. I was a single celled, blue eyed, O negative, average, well, wishful thinking, height, male from the moment my parents' DNA joined forces. Knowing this puts a certain complexion on the discussion of how long after conception is the fetus a human person. We didn't choose our parents, they chose each other, and we are the fruit of their union. I know that for some they would have chosen different parents, and I'm sorry if that is the case for you. Not all parents are worthy of the privilege. However, just as your biological parents provided the DNA to make you, God offers us his DNA, which can right the genetic abnormality of sin that all earthly parents pass on to their children. Jesus didn't teach his followers to pray, Our Father which art in heaven, for nothing. He was extending an invitation for us to accept adoption as his own dear children. As the Apostle John wrote, those who accept this invitation are born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. John chapter 1, verse 13. Verse of the day. Come unto me, all ye that labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 to 30.